Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. My name is Martina and this is the Secret Craft Room. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made these candle holders using cheap plastic skulls from dollar store. Please consider subscribing if you like my content and also give my video a thumbs up because it helps my channel out a lot. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I am going to use LED tapered candles and these dollar store plastic skulls. I decided to use 3 skulls for each candle holder, but you can use as many as you like. You could also use different amounts of skulls for each candle holder to make different heights. I am also going to use wooden dowels to hold the skulls in place. Next I decided how big I wanted the base to be and then I cut out 3 pieces from thick cardboard and 3 pieces from thin cardboard, one of each for each candle holder. I also cut out a piece from regular paper. Then I folded the paper one in half and used that to mark out the center point of each of the thicker cardboard pieces. Then I made holes big enough to fit the wooden dowel. Next I glued the thin cardboard piece to the thicker one and also glued the dowel in place. Then I made holes in all the skulls. Next I decided how tall I wanted the foot part to be and cut out strips from thin cardboard. Then I glued these to the base of the wooden dowels. This step might not be necessary, but at this point I hadn't decided what I was going to do for the base part. I eventually decided to use clay. This will give it some weight at the base. I made sort of a rounded base. Then I added a clay border around the bottom edge. Then I decided that I wanted some pattern on the base, so I made a spider web pattern using clay. Next I used my Dremel tool to sand off all the edges and seams on the skulls. Then I added them to the wooden dowel and glued them together. I'm going to place my candle holders along the center of a table, so I want them to look good whichever way you're looking at them. That's why I arranged the skulls pointing in different directions, but of course you can arrange them in any way you like. Next I decided how tall I wanted the cup that will hold the candle to be. I made mine 3 centimeters wide, and then I cut out a strip that wide from thin cardboard. I added it around the candle, and then I added hot glue to glue it to itself, making sure not to glue it to the candle. Then I cut out small circles and glued them to the bottom of the candle cups. Next I cut out tiny strips of thin cardboard and glued a few to 1/2 of the bottom of the cup. The skulls are a bit slanted at the top, so this will help making sure that the candle will stand straight. Then I glued the cup to the top of the skull. Next I added small pieces of aluminum foil in between the skulls to build it up a bit. Then I added Mod Podge and toilet paper to sort of blend it together with the skulls. My first plan was to add toilet paper to the cup part too, but then I decided to build it up and shape it using clay instead. I wanted to make some hot glue drips on my candles, but since these are wax candles, the glue didn't stick, so I decided to paint them with black acrylic paint first. Next I mixed black acrylic paint and baking soda and added this to the candle holders by dabbing it on with my brush. This will give it sort of an old and gritty texture and hide that it's in fact cheap plastic. Next I added hot glue drips to the candles. Once the hot glue had set, I painted it with black acrylic paint again. I wanted the drips to show more, so I painted them with dark gray. Once completely dry, I added a coat of Mod Podge by stippling it on with my brush. This way you won't get any visible brush strokes. Next I mixed a bone white shade and added it to the candle holders. I used just a little paint at a time, leaving the black in all the indents and creases. Once dry, I added the second coat in the same manner. Next, I mixed a dark brown shade and added a lot of water to it. Then I added it to the candle holder in sections using paper to wipe off all the excess paint. Once completely dry, I dry brushed it with the bone white paint again. Then I used black paint to darken the eyes and nose of the skulls. I also decided to add black in between the spider webs. I am thinking about maybe going back and add black glitter in between the spider webs, but I haven't decided yet. I also used a very watered down black paint to add details around the teeth. Next I cover the whole piece with Mod Podge, again by dabbing it on so there won't be any brush strokes. Once dry, I glued black felt to the bottom of them. I felt like there was something missing, so I decided to glue some moss in between the skulls as a final step. Please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.